Hello friends, welcome to Kardec Radio's daily prayer service. Today we will be reading a message from this book called Missives of Life. These are stories that were compiled by Chico Xavier and Herculano Pires. And we will be reading a story, a note from Andre Luiz. And this note is actually unprecedented. It gives us a new angle of how to pray and what to pray for. Something that we may not have ever thought about. It is really exciting to learn. The title of this story is Prayer to Avoid Disturbing Others. Today, this prayer by Andre Luiz will give us new guidelines of how we can live our lives without being a disturbance to others. Now let us see what we will be learning. What is Andre Luiz teaching us? Welcome friends, for everyone who is joining. Thank you so much. And let us go. Give me, in your mercy, the gift of being content with what I have, so I may accomplish the best that I can. Teach me how to do one task at a time within the scope of my obligations, so I may not waste the value of time. Free me from haste and insecurity, so I shall not procure unnecessary afflictions regarding the future. Neither shall I give myself to idleness in the present. Give me the strength to wait patiently for a solution to the problems that concern me, without troubling the path of those next to me. Help me forget about myself and assist me in performing at least one good deed each day for the benefit of others, without my letting anyone know about it. If such and such a companion annoys me, guide me to overlook what has happened, without letting those around me become aware of the issue in question. Teach me not to condemn, no matter who it is, and succor me when slanderous or malevolent thoughts come to my mind, so I may have the means to dissipate them in silence through efforts, without accompanying outward expression. Compel me to silence every complaint with respect to the trials and obstacles in life, so I may not disturb those who share my path. Help me to maintain a pleasant demeanor, such as that of a guiltless spirit, to speak in a soothing voice, to uphold good manners, and to lose the habit of imposing my ideas or contradict others without need. And assist me, Lord, to live within the directives of my duties and commitments, working and serving, so I may not trouble anyone. And so be it. Wow, what an amazing prayer Andre Luiz is offering us today. For us, we are invited to think about the impact that we have, that our thoughts, our words, and our actions have on the other, with an angle of considering that we are not disturbing others. What was Andre Luiz helping us to focus on? First, he said that we ought to be content with what we have in our lives. Secondly, he asked us to only address one task at a time. Furthermore, he invited us to never waste any time. Not to waste time in our fulfilling our duties, but also not waste time of others. So we're invited to be mindful of how we might use the time that others have, their precious resource. Furthermore, he said, we should not be hasting through life. We should not be insecure. And at the same time, not be idle. And he says this will help us stay healthy as well. Then he says, patience. Patience for waiting the solutions for our problems. We are invited again to practice patience so that we will not trouble others. And that is the new angle we're learning about today. We know we are working on patience. We know the importance of patience. But now we're adding to the picture that our impatience might have a negative impact on our brothers and sisters. Furthermore, he said, start thinking about others, helping them. Practice charity. And do that without announcing what you are doing. So, not to look for reward is the invitation. Not to say, look at me, what have I done? But to practice what Jesus had taught us already, to let the left hand not know what the right hand is doing. Furthermore, he is suggesting that we are indulgent in goodwill towards all and everyone. And he says, do not condemn any other people, any situation. No slander. We're invited to not practice any slander. And if slander reaches our ear, we will put a stop to it. Slander can only stay alive if it's being fueled by those who receive it. Then he says, be pleasant, be soothing in your voice, be good-mannered. All of this has a positive impact on other people. And then he says, let us not impose ourselves on others. And his final sentence was, and we quote, and assist me, Lord, to live within the directives of my duties and commitments, working and serving, so I may not trouble anyone. Let us pray, dear friends. Let us close our eyes if we can. And we're humbly adding a few words to the beautiful prayer that Andre Luiz gifted us with today, helping us to understand the importance for us to consider and learn about the impact that we have on other people. And it starts always with our thinking. And it goes on with our words, even the tone of our voice, whether we are nervous, whether we are concerned, how we are using the time that was allotted to us in our lives, and whether we are using other people's time wisely, diligently. Are we kind? Are we caring? Are we considerate? Thank you, dear God, for allowing us to receive this message from this blessed spirit, Andre Luiz, through the blessed mediumship of Chico Xavier. We're eternally grateful for this jewel that we have received today, starting to become more perfect in our conduct, always having our brothers and sisters in our hearts and minds. And with this, we humbly ask for permission to close today's prayer meeting. And so be it. Dear friends, thank you so much for joining, and thank you for this beautiful message. We're learning at Kardec Radio, nourishing our souls always. And thank you, dear friends, for joining. Many blessings.